Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, everybody, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. Happy Friday! Welcome back to the stream. I'm here. Kat's not here yet, but I'm sure she'll roll through eventually. She usually does. And I don't know why I'm so tired, but we're gonna wake up somehow. I went to bed last night, I swear. And the coffee kind of tastes like chocolate, and I didn't put any chocolate into it. Astria, thank you for the 38-month resub. Appreciate it. Quiet. That's probably just the old, the old accordion in here. Called in sick to work today. Love hanging out with the Squirrel Squad. Weekend efficiency. Fridays are my Wednesdays, so I don't know. Just one of those days where you wake up and you feel like you've been hit by a bus. I hope I'm not getting sick. That would be really mean and unfair. Because everybody knows that illness works on a fairness basis. Seems quiet. Well, I can't turn it up anymore. It's at 100%. I mean I can, but there's physical dials I don't normally mess with for that. Maybe I'll work up to it. That's the plan. Queue for stuff in the middle of campaign quest. Oh, for your fresh level 70. I'm starting with my dailies today. I queued for a heroic dungeon, which is what I'm in right now. And then I'm also in queue for an LFR wing, just because it seemed that like it was so fast yesterday that it's, I may as well. There's no harm in it. I want to do all the world bosses. I want to do all my dailies. I want to do that Thunder King Trove. And yesterday doing all of this took me somewhere a little bit in the neighborhood of like an hour. And I want to see what else I can get into after that, because I do want to level alts, but I'm just not feeling done enough on Squidgy. I think that even after my day's worth of dailies, there's more stuff I can definitely do on her. 2 stam threads and a mastery thread. My goodness. May as well do the raidly. Dang it. Scarf and Dead a couple hot dogs says hi. Hi. Other than the bazaar dailies, what dailies are worth doing? So I consider your daily like queued activities, so your first heroic and normal dungeon and heroic and normal scenario, to be like kind of dailies, because they give you a greater bronze cache each. So those things for certain.
Watch your step.
You could probably, don't stand in front of that. Say that doing all of the raids is a great way to get like bronze and threads. I guess doing anything is a great way to get bronze and threads. I just want to get this character up and off the ground. I was also thinking about maybe looking for a different ferocity pet for when I do want to be able to lust myself, because the cat that they started with me with is cute. It's a nice little tiger, but it's it's default. It's uncustomized. I didn't choose it. I kind of want to look for something. Who's cranking in this dungeon? It's not me. Oops, my bad. Dealing mil DPS yet? Not yet. Maybe later today. Maybe not later today. We'll have to do our best and see. I don't think that was really my best effort. Thank you. That was nice and fast. Finally got my neck in remix last night. Got the upgrading gear bug in remix now too. It's fun to do now. Yeah, that is a pretty serious bug. Did you see that cheese where because I don't know if it's new that this is the case, but because dungeons, or it's not dungeons, raid bosses scale to your item level to some extent, Wowhead was posting a cheese where you take off your jewelry and they said delete it, but you could stick it in your bank basically to fix your item level down to 369 even if the rest of your gear is upgraded. And it's like a pretty minimal deficit to not wear those jewelry pieces, but then it's huge because the bosses lose like a huge chunk of their, I don't know. I hate it when stuff like that works. It just seems so cheesy and like anti-game. Getting all my cosmetics and mounts I wanted before. Now I like upgrading my remix main more. Have you done any rep grinds? Well, I wouldn't really call them grinds. I've done a couple of reps. They were very easy. I haven't done anything too tricky though. What? Oh, that's just a bazaar. I see. That's the bazaar from the Horde one. Do I want to head up to... Where am I going next? I'm sitting in queue for a normal dungeon as well as this first LFR wing. I guess I can poke my nose in at Shaw of Anger and see if it comes up. Good morning. What's the current remix plan? Whoa! Tag it! Nice. I want to do all my dailies. I basically want to see how much stronger I can get on the Squidgy in a day. I'm starting it at level 372. With, you know, all of my jewelry equipped like some kind of a sucker. My longbow's 402. That's what I'm trying to get this gear caught up to now with my bronze. The rep drops light years faster than it did on retail. So Xiao Hao apparently is still really boring. It's still faster, but apparently it's like there's not really like a big shortcut for it. And then Shadowpan Assault was rougher, but then I think they fixed it. There was some business where it wasn't working quite right. Let's head up towards, oh, I guess I should use my well, there's the greater bronze cache. There's a greater spool. Haste. Lesser spool. Crit. My cloak is at 37,000 threads. We're getting approximately 10,000 threads a day from the activities that I'm doing. And it's not good enough for me. I want more. Isle Thunder rep slow too. I don't want to hear about reaching Exalted with Emperor Xiao Hao rep ever again. Half Zero, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. There's the LFR wing. That was an old BFA trick in like 8.0 before they fixed it. Yeah, and I hated it back then too. It just feels bad. And like they know that. It's just kind of a quirk of the world in which the corner that they've backed themselves into with gear power and whatnot. Mugshan, well, it seems to be the preferred one for little people just grinding. Oh, for raids, yeah. I had a hard time getting into a normal Heart of Fear yesterday, so I listed one and then I just did it that way. It worked great. It takes like a bit to get the first person into your group, but once you have like at least one or two other people in the group, people see that the group is happening, and then you're in business. Oh, hi, kitty cat. Fancy seeing you here. Watch your paws. You want to come up? What if I just help you? Hi. How you doing? Whoa. Don't miss the boss. Kitty. I had strange dreams that 3 dogs and a cat came home into my house or my apartment, but they weren't my dog and cat. And they had tags in them, and I had to like try and call and figure out where to take them home to. And one of them, the cat was really cute. It was just playing with a rope toy for some reason. But then there was a big dog that kept trying to bite me, and I don't think it really meant it, but it like kind of meant it. And I didn't know this dog, so I kept trying to like dodge it. And then I found out that their tags all had a vet clinic on them, but they were only open until 5. And I needed to try to get them home because I didn't want them to spend the night outside of their own beds in their own homes. Do you know if the reps will transfer? I don't know. I think so, though. It would be weird to me if they stripped reps off your character when they released it to retail. Kisses for cute. Terrace, not bad at all. Yeah, normal Terrace goes down a treat. You can smoke that one really fast. Yeah, a couple of threads here and there. A little bit of bronze. I guess just trying to figure out what's worth doing versus other things is tricky because it's going to depend a little bit on what you can stomach doing and how good you are at some things. Because there's always going to be open world farms that are really good ways of getting threads and bronze. But in order for it to be faster than just doing like heroic dungeons, you need to be pretty good at open world farming. Which is not something I've ever really had I've done it before, certainly, but it's not something I've ever had a good knack for. I know people that are much better at just like gathering things up and getting tags and I don't know. I have this like uncontrollable need to kill a mob as soon as I've tagged it. Like I don't have the patience sometimes to round up more than like 3 of them. Especially if I like stop thinking about it and I just start going on autopilot. I'll just like run around killing one thing at a time. I want a barn just so I can have barn cats. Hate open world farming. I like it when it's just like for a pet. And I don't know why that is. Fond memories of running around farming whelp pets, I think. Is that really the end of the LFR wing? Yeah, actually it is. That's crazy. Okay. Hi. Angle that so that there's a cat in the frame. Well, you can see a cattail. Vaguely the same thing. One more. Yeah, threads. Oh, that's an XP thread. That's not BOA, is it? Oh, careful, kitty cat. Don't fall. Don't fall. Now it's soulbound. Wow. Bonus experience to cloak. Imagine that. And that's haste. Okay. All right. Let's go see if we can do Ndasta. Is there anything else worth doing on the dinosaur island? Was there ever there? I mean, I know there's like mounts that you can get in on retail for like, you know, exchanging the bones and whatnot, but I've always kind of struggled to see where this fit into patch content. It's, you know, it's not like there's a raid out here. It's, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention during MOP and I missed what the point was. Because there's the different primal raptors. Pardon me. Okay. Oh, Dasta's up. Should I list a group or should I just go for it? Let's see. Pre-made raids. Oh, I'm in a dungeon queue. Alright. Team just going for it. They're summoning people anyway. Oh yeah, this is the tagging window. I have a feeling he's gonna commit violence against me extremely shortly. I can't list a group because of that, but I feel like if these people have a portal, they must have a group. How much damage can we do if we press our buttons really hard? 250? I think we can do 300 with Lust. I'm not in Lust right now.
Shockwave.
Hunter book. The Dino Island had crafting supplies as well to get when it was new. Oh. Many moons ago. Yeah. 300k seems to be approximately, I guess, a little under my benchmark. We're doing 330 outside of Lust. And we can get our funeral pyre back. I did a I did a retail raid last night. It was Heroic Amirdrasil. And it was our last one of the season because we're retired now. We're benching until the War Within.
Prepare rescue. Which
feels like a good time to do that. We've got pretty much everything that we could really want from that. Okay. Stamina. I guess I can't complain about stamina when I occasionally die due to lack of stamina. And it felt so weird playing without like 70% haste. It's like what do you expect? Or like all of like, you know, the double Trailblazer movement speed that I get used to. It's like, what do you expect me to do? Walk? My goodness. Yeah, I guess I'll just hearth. Made a Forsaken Hunter Pirate. No regrets. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds fantastic. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Britt. How you doing today? Okay. Coffee all gone? Not quite. I went grocery shopping last night, and I got strawberries. They were really on sale. It was like almost a kilogram of them for like $5. I guess they're just in season right now. And it was exciting. They're really good too. Sometimes you get like a huge thing of strawberries, and they don't taste very nice. They just look good. And I'm not buying fruit for the fashion. I want to consume it. But they're good. They're juicy. Your T-Mog is not working. Helm is off. Yeah, I have it. I had it hidden. I wanted to see her little space buns. I wanted to see her hair. Turning in this and this. More spools. I'm here for the Murloc roleplay. Bronze, bronze. This character just pretty much spends bronze as soon as she gets it, so there's not a huge concern with water win. Tinker slots. Can't quite afford to do the gloves. Although I'm sure I have some stuff I can scrap here. Hazel, have you played Baldur's Gate? I've played a little bit of it. I certainly haven't made it very far. I think I put like 8 or 12 hours into it, and I made it not very far at all. It was fun. I was overwhelmed. I found it to be really confusing and difficult to get into as somebody that's not a regular D&D player. And some of the mechanics were not very intuitive to me. I was playing on normal difficulty, but maybe I needed to turn it down. I made no love to anybody, much less a bear. I was excited at the, I usually like games that have like player romances, and I was like, I don't know, scoping out my options and talking to all of them, and I didn't like any, like, I like them as characters. I didn't want my character to have anything to do with any of them. What percentage of that was character customization? Oh, you know me. Good chunk. It's like all of you are mean and inconsiderate and sometimes eating me. Not Gale. No, I didn't catch the vibes from him. Been in that onesie, my Zandalari. My headcanon is that she knows that the pandas would freak if they knew what she was, so she acts like a really tall Murloc. Oh, man. Why is the bear romance the #1 selling point? I think it's just a memeable thing. Got so mad in Starfield, the hot space cowboy was a horrible father. Killed his Tilfor. Yeah. Maybe some of these things, you can get away with when you're younger and you're just like, oh man, this is so romantic, and then you get to a certain age and you're just like, man, I don't have time for this anymore. I thought Astarion was #1 selling point. He's like literally eating me. I'm counting my blood as part of my bodily entity. I am in queue for a normal dungeon that for some reason has not managed to pop yet. I also need to do I may as well do a scenario before I get too far from here. We can queue for that too. Let's do a random normal, and then maybe after that the heroic one. How to not feel guilty for playing a lot of video games. That might be more of a therapist question than a streamer question. I know that when I feel guilty about things, if I examine why, sometimes it's because there's something I need to do. Sometimes my conscience is trying to tell me that I'm feeling guilty playing video games because I really should be, sending someone a text or responding to an email or like doing a bit of work or something that I know needs doing. Cleaning the fish tank, whatever it is. And then after I've done that thing, I feel much better when I sit back down and play video games. Love getting the 180 thread procs to main stat. Yeah. I feel better playing video games. Feels more productive than doom scrolling Instagram. Oh, man. Oh, there's the cue. There it is. Hi, kitty cat. Brewmaster boat. That was just the scenario queue. I'm gonna get a dungeon queue to save my life. Yeah, I still get stuck scrolling, and it's not just like a little bad for me in that it wastes time. It's like actively bad for me in that it rots my brain and makes it really hard for me to A, do anything that would make me feel better, and B, all the while it's actively making me feel worse. Like you get like hungover after it almost. That's a behavior I have a problem with. Better than social media. The rot is real. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have ADHD, but I have a real scrolling problem. It's not social media scrolling for me, it's news. Any news that feels even vaguely relevant or interesting to me, and I will just continually seek out more of it, even if it isn't something that I actually need to or will benefit from worrying about. Wake up, look at my phone, more tired. Playing a ton of Papa's Freezeria Deluxe alongside doing my Q dailies and remix. Another survival crafting game just launched. Why did they exploit my weakness for that genre so bad lately? What am I meant to be doing? Brewmaster Bow's over there. I think I'm just supposed to be killing stuff. Yeah, I think a few devs saw that Valheim did really well and then went, but what if us? Which, you know, fair. I pay for the reputable news sources even though they're the ones that cost money. Yeah. For me, it's not the content of the news that's the problem, although that can become a problem if I start scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's just the act of reading it in the first place is like a avoidance behavior for me. Besides, if anything, if the sky actually starts falling, someone will call me. is more or less where I've ended up. 2 180 main stats in a row. Need to buy a lotto ticket now. Oh, you're in it. I saw that you did like I saw the message that you sent at the beginning of the stream about how you did basically everything and you got a huge item level bump. That's really exciting. I'm pretty jealous. Brewing cauldron filled. Right, so I'm gonna go grab the kegs. I did this yesterday. I'm grabbing kegs and I'm bringing them back. Can I carry multiples of them? That's just a mug. Anything inside? I can. Okay, so I've got like 9 of them on me. And then that's 11. I gotcha. Wow, I'm really terrible at helping with this. I don't know how we got 126 so far, but it has nothing to do with me. You have to choose heroic or normal raid, except for siege, which you can do all 4. Okay. I think I'm still at the point in my life where I'm going to be proud of myself for doing the raid on any difficulty, heroic or normal. Because there's on most days in remix lately I haven't been raiding at all, or I'll do just like maybe 1 LFR wing for the raid daily. 144. There must be just like enormous kegs that have way more or something that I haven't noticed. My least favorite scenario, the kegs are too small. Because they're just like, I don't know any place to look for them aside from by the huts. That's my only plan. Maybe a big cave over here. In the cave. Okay. Oh, here we go. That's a big keg. So that's got 25. That's it. I killed all of those Hosketeers for... Oh, hang on. There's more. It's going to be over. Also, I swear it just went down. Like, I saw it tick up to 173 and then tick down to 153. I'm either really tired or something's happened. Where did you get the wormy pet? I tamed it in... Townlong? Townlong or Dreadwaste? It's a caterpillar. They also have some in the Jade Forest. I swapped Harold into my animal companion slot so I could always have him out even when I'm using like a Ferocity or a Speed Pet. Oh, the monkeys steal it. Oh. I see. This might be the longest scenario that I've been in. Okay, alright. Final stage time. Oh, look at him coming. He's on a banana boat! How did I not notice he was on a banana boat? Or is it? No, that is for sure a banana boat. Okay. I was worried it was a regular boat. They were about to break my heart. One day I'll have enough gear to outperform people that are level 20. Not any day soon, but one day. Thank you. Leave instance. Hated the one where you have to extinguish the kegs. Oh yeah, that one sucks too, because I never remember where to roll the kegs back from. Like I'll go to bring the kegs back to the village, but then I'm you know, running on a keg and I don't remember where to bring it. So I'm still in queue for a dungeon. We can get in queue for a heroic scenario as well. But then that's the it's like a pretty quick job done for the for some of the main dailies. I still need to do more world bosses. I have Lesser Charms of Good Fortune, which is good. It means I can just go do my Trove of the Thunder King without needing to stress too much. Agi. Nice. Okay, and there's my dungeon queue. Perfect. That's when you just roll around yelling, I'm helping. Got to that point. My cape is 33k. I level 385. I guess maybe 10 more item levels, because I'm at 38k in my cape at item level 374. I'm gonna get there. I just have to not give up. I'm having so much fun though. It's hard for me to not play Remix. It was I was itchy in retail last night in raid. It was nice to raid again. I did shadow for everything except for I switched holy at the very end for Farak, just because Heroic Farak is a tough 2 heal with our raid size, and it was good. See you later, kitty cat. Well, there we go. I'm doing better with less. I hit 700k for a second. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I believe that is true, that all awakened raids should be open, because we've cycled through it twice, which means that we're 6 weeks into the season, which is kind of crazy. I felt so proud because I got the last threads achievement before I hit 70. That's pretty good. I didn't even have the second to last one before 70 on my first character. Remember when you had to run into a dungeon? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I don't really remember. The only mode I've ever played where I had to run to dungeons was Classic, and I didn't do dungeons in Classic. I kind of made a point of not doing dungeons in Classic. I was editing down my extra stream commands yesterday. I went in to adjust the drops command to have it say that there aren't any drops right now, because that's true. The drop is over. Oh, this dungeon. And I was looking through, and there's just like a bunch of like sort of legacy commands that we don't really need anymore, like talking about, you know, getting a mount drop from Necker Ray eggs, or I don't know, an add-on recommendation for an add-on that I haven't shown on stream in like years, kind of thing. And my Realm command had my server, but it also had my Hardcore Classic server on it. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. For a while, that was relevant information. I don't know if anyone needs to know anymore. I saw some Cata Classic streams, and I forgot that a long time ago, if you died, you rezzed in the graveyard. So I'm just going to hang out by the gong, and I'm just going to click it whenever it's up. That's my plan. I'm helping. 395 as the breakpoint starts to get really silly strong. Okay. We can make it. We can do it. How to tend gems to your alt character. Oh, send them. You need to use a friend or a second account, because you can trade them but not mail them. So you would trade them to another person who will hold them, and then that person trades them to your alt. I do have a mechanical keyboard. It's a Logitech G something. 610. G610 Orion Brown. I'm a Cherry MX Brown Switches kind of person. But I think that those things are very much personal preference. I've had this keyboard for a long time. I wonder when I'm going to feel like I want to level my alts. I didn't expect to get this attached to gearing up my main in Remix. I really thought I was going to get her to 70, get the cloak as upgraded as I was going to, and then I was going to just like level alts. Because I know people, one of my friends is done with all of the cosmetic collecting now, and they got like everything that they wanted because they leveled a bunch of alts in like 4 hours each by running the raid a few times. And then just heroic dungeon spam. And, you know, they used the bonus bronze that you get for leveling each alt, and they bought all the stuff they wanted, and now they're done. And I'm not done. I've taken a big break from buying stuff because I'm having too much fun seeing if I can get strong. And then when I am strong, I'm going to want to play the strong character to get the rest of the stuff. So then it's just going to come down to how many alts do I, like, which alts do I feel like I actually need to have? It needs a strong word with alts in me. I have lots of alts. Stronger just by the cloak if you don't upgrade gear? Yes, but... Yes. You're not really going to be able to compete with people that are upgrading their gear, though, if that's what you want to do. They do last pretty long, but I still wonder if I should get a backup mouse now. What are my cloak stats looking like now? 4,500 mastery, 34k crit. I continue to think about like the amount of stats that they nerfed Frogger cloaks down to. That was the amount that a very engaged player could have earned within like the 5 days or whatever the game was out, and I'm still not caught up to that. Like, I feel like I'm pretty engaged. I guess I'm not very engaged. My goodness. What do I got to do to be very engaged? Yeah, 25k stam, and I'm only currently caught up to 17k stam, and then 2,500 secondaries, and then yeah, I'm like, you can always showcase your cloak as evidence of having a life. Depending on what we mean by having a life, I'm pretty sure that's a bald lie. Takes years to find G600 comfiness and other mice once it's dead. I'm pretty upset with Logitech for discontinuing it, because how dare they not continue to make something that I like? I did my part. I recommended them to lots of people. I got flabby using them for gosh darn sake. This is what I'm saying. I tried it because of you. It's a good mouse. I'm going to have to come up with something else. The problem is that, I mean, I have a backup mouse. I have a Corsair lookalike. I have the Corsair version of this mouse, just in storage, waiting for this one to die. So when the time comes, I will try that out and decide if I like it. But I'm a little bummed about it just because even if that one meets all my needs and it works just as well, it's way more expensive. The nice thing about the G600 was not only was it for me really durable and really comfortable and very effective, but it was also, it would go on sale for like 30, 40 bucks. It was way cheaper than the rest of the MMO mice. And I felt better about both, you know, buying them and then also recommending them for that reason. It was affordable. Yeah, talking about the G600 mouse. I'm probably about done talking about it. You know, I don't want to get too emotional. I like it. The number pad on the side is adjustable. Don't use the thumb buttons much, but I'll die for the third button. It's my shift modifier. Love the G700. Use the G600 and the Tartarus because of you, Hazel. I'm sad. I mean, it's a comfy way to game. Why are you no Frogger? I'm part of the Frog Preservation Society. I'm advocating for frog welfare. My pets get a little confused in the maze. I think they're a tiny bit less smart than your average laboratory rat. I guess there's still mobs back there. There we go. I can't play WoW without my 700 buttons. I can't go back to old keyboard. I didn't think I'd be able to switch from a gamepad back to a keyboard. The thing that let me do it was modifiers and then having my mouse buttons on the side of my mouse. I think it would be a lot harder for me to give up an MMO mouse than it was for me to give up the keypad. Because I'm just so used to using... Like, I have 36 keybinds from my mouse. And mind you, I don't use them as rotational keybinds. I'm not, like, hammering out my rotation on them or anything. But, like, anything that's a cooldown, anything that's utility... Anything that's like a once in a while, once every 20 or 30 seconds button and not like a 10 times a minute button, you know, fair game for mouse or mouse modifiers. What is this one? Oh, is this the jumpy one? This is the jump pack one. Never understood the I must max out everything fully people. Go drink with some pandas and enjoy it. Different people find different things fun. I kind of glide between them. Like, I'll kind of float between having different goals and different things that drive me, and sometimes I won't think that something will be fun. Like, I didn't think I would ever want to spend any bronze upgrading my gear. And then I'll try it, and then I'll go, ooh, yeah. That is satisfying. That does feel pretty good. Fastest scenario ever. Hit the detonator. Okay, they got it. I was going to say, this is the first game mode in a while that I've been a hunter main for any length of time, and that's absolutely not true. I was hunter maining in hardcore. I guess I wasn't hunter maining, was I? I was warlock main in hardcore. And then my hunter was just like my favorite alt. I miss hardcore classics still. That was different. That was something that I'd never experienced before. And I'd say I'd never experience it again, but I could go play it anytime I want, you know. If I miss it being a thing, I suppose I could just like designate like a day and be like, I'm going back in, especially if it was like self-found. I was just so invested. Bless you. Don't eat your G600 out of frustration. Oh. Don't eat your mice. Indigestion, you know? Tricky storyline scenario, 6 to 7 chapters and it glitched. Have to start over? Oh. That's no fun. Which one was it? Was it one of the Isle of Thunder ones? I was having a little bit of trouble with those ones earlier. Alright, cannonballs delivered, batteries delivered. Pickles, thank you for the 36-month resub. Happy 3 years. Isle of Thunder. I wish you all the best. Pool pony. You got the pool pony? You got the egg yolk? Alright. You want to come back up? Almost 7 p.m. Still 27 Celsius outside. Oh, man. Too hot. Too toasty. We've been really lucky. The weather's been nice here. I had my office window open yesterday for pretty much the whole afternoon. You can jump up. I think it's because I have a blanket on my lap. I'm nesting. No, heat sucks. Heat, like, I'm with you. I'm a little worried about when it gets warmer here because Moose seems very prone to overheating, especially when he gets excited. He's got black fur in his back, and it heats up real quick if he's in the sunshine for any length of time. Plus, he's got like a pretty fluffy coat even after he's shed. And if he's having fun, like if he's excited or playing with a dog or something like that, he doesn't think to take breaks. He gets so distracted that he doesn't know that he's hot or tired until like after it's over and he's walked away, and then all of a sudden he's like, wait, what happened? And it's funny, but it's like it's dangerous because he can overheat pretty easily. So I've started just carrying water with me every time that we go out, and I've got like a little bowl I can open up for him to make sure he gets hydrated at least, and then keeping an eye on the time if he's playing and seeing if I can get him in the shade. Talking about Moose or me as a kid. Moose is a relatable boy. Okay, that's that scenario done. Hazel, we have a Pom, does the same thing. I wonder if it's going to occur to him to take more breaks when he's playing when he's older, because other dogs that he plays with will, they'll play for a bit and then they'll be like, okay, let's just like hang out for a minute. And Moose will be like, okay, let's hang out for 2 seconds and then come on, let's go. And if that dog won't play with him, he'll go find another dog to play with him. He doesn't have an off button yet. Older, he's gonna want to sleep more. Yeah, he's full of beans right now. He's so sweet. I came out this morning and I wasn't feeling great, so I like flopped in his bed and he just like came up and jumped on me and licked my face a bunch because he's a puppy dog. That's what they do. 10, so she def has the off button. Okay, how are we doing on our dailies? We did a heroic scenario and a heroic dungeon and a normal scenario and a normal dungeon. I can spend some more upgrades here. Hi, kitty. Kitty cat's name is Kira. Kira. I want to upgrade the stuff I'm wearing, ideally. With tinker slots on it. 402, so legs, boots. Oh yeah, let's do shoulders. Okay. So I'm up to 376. Here's a legendary gem. Shuffle my gems around a little bit. Does Kira respond to kitty cat? Yeah. I don't know if she knows that her name is Kira because most of the time she's kitty, or, as is the case also with my dog, some combination of sugar, pumpkin, muffin bean, sugar plum princess, etc. Worth it to buy prismatic gems like the random ones you get from the vendor? I haven't been bothering. It seems like you get a lot of them if you're doing dungeons. If you do any heroic dungeon farm, you're going to get loaded with them. And you only have so many slots, so it depends on if you want to get a jump on having like really good gems or not. Legendary gems are nice because of the stam, but I don't know. I'm kind of taking it easy with them and just kind of doing it as I go along. I am at whatchamacallit? 1.1 mil health. Our health has definitely gone up. I have not finished all my world bosses yet. We did Shaw and Undasta, which means we still need to do Nalik plus the Isle of Thunder stuff. Let's go do that now. Hi. So I'm heading this way. That's right. So I'm doing Nalik and I'm doing the Thunder Trove. Hang on. I can get a legendary crit gem. If I take one off and then put one back on. Yeah. There we go. I'm not keeping super tight of an eye on which of my gems are plus stam. I know I don't have enough legendary gems for all the slots. But as I get like enough extras, I'm kind of trying to rotate some in as well as having like a little bit of a balance. I definitely want more haste and crit, so we're doing okay. I'm fully done with the event, but my friends still need to buy stuff, so I'm stuck playing it. Hey, you're a good friend. I have a feeling that I'm gonna, once I've got all my power, I'm gonna want to play my powered up character to like, I don't know, show off how strong I am. Although everybody else is gonna be strong. Well, not everybody. Some people will have gotten bored and given up. But then I guess they're not playing, so they don't get to be impressed by my brilliance. Judging how well you're doing by others is a tricky business. A portal over here somewhere. I might do some Dreadways questing on Squidgy as well. At some point. 10 lesser charms. And then we get one free asynchronized gem. And a cash. And a key. We can go use. I'm gonna see if I can get Nalik first though. Have you run a heroic raid at all? I did a heroic Siege of Orgrimmar day before yesterday. It was right around when they were nerfing the Salvation Metagem cheese. I haven't tried any since because I feel like I want to be stronger before I try heroic raids again. I want to get above item level 400, I think. Along with whatever cloak threads go along with that. Well, that would be a bummer, Cash. That would be no fun. Fill the group with 440 plus. Go AFK. Yeah. Treasure the Thunder King gives boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in a minute here. It gives you bronze, and then the big boxes have a chance to give you like big spools. I got a couple of legendary spools from doing it yesterday, and I didn't even do a particularly good job. I think I accidentally just used a ritual stone. Oh no, I have it in my bag still. Don't really know what those are for. Summoned opponents require group to defeat. You don't want to bet. Okay, how lucky are we? Is Nalik up? No. Does anybody else have a... Well, maybe you have to spell better than that. Nalik up. Okay. Keep an eye on it. Just spot the Nalik and shot mounts. Nice. Summon rares needs 5 to get him. Oh, Alec, soon. Alright, if you swear. If you promise. I'm glad I moved Harold into my animal companion slot. I missed having him out. That's a lot of paladins. Much pink. I wonder if I would ever have a ret paladin arc. On one hand, they're melee, but on the other hand, they're sparkly. That is like a good chunk of what I appreciate about Priest. It's so fun. People seem to like them. Well, there's an Alec. Alright. We fighting? We're tagging? Come to the red side. We have aimers. Yeah, I liked playing Prot a little bit on Anthus. That was kind of fun. If I was gonna make a ret paladin, I would make it something, I don't know. It would have to be something kind of fun. I'm not allowed to be a gnome paladin, am I? That's a bummer. Been learning Prot and Remix. A lot of adding 1 + 2 and subtracting 3. Whoa. I don't know why I decided to fight this. It just seemed important. Oh, it was a rare. It was important. I got an achievement just for defeating one of the summonable bosses. Oh, I see, I see. Cool. I got 2 stamp threads, 2 mastery threads, 3 stamp threads. Uh-huh. Okay. I have a trove with my name on it. Last time I did this, which was yesterday, my main problem was I was getting blown up by the traps, and it hurt. It hurt real bad. No. Going straight through the first one. We've got 5 minutes to loot as much as we can. Ow. Okay, so the fire disorients you. Uh-oh. Don't mind me. The smaller chests, I won't call them like a waste of time, but they don't seem to really have spools in the same way that the bigger ones do. They have bronze. There was definitely like a big brown chest. Ow. I thought there was anyway. No, it's a red one. Never mind. I'm never going to be perfect at this, but just do our best here. Epic spool?
Kill Big Ad.
We got the treasure Sorok. Good. And then I see the... Oh, dear. I think I'm going to have to fall off here because I see the lever. Did I do it? I hope I did it. It's also occurring to me that you can kind of trigger a trap and then have it be on cooldown if you're good. I'm not that good. We have 3... Oh, man, I was afraid of that. Don't mind me. I thought I got the lever. I didn't. There we go. Well, it's embarrassing. I've got turtle back again, but I want to kind of save it if at all possible. Ow. Yeah, not my best work. Maybe I need a spirit beast. I just need to make sure I make it to the end and get the chest for doing that, for killing the last guy. I'm heading to him now as best as I can. Hold on. Spools. No! I wasn't even on it! That wasn't... That's not... It doesn't count. Also, it's the other way. I did this yesterday. Oh. I wouldn't judge anybody if they were yelling at their screens right around now. I'm just gonna zoop through here. Up the stairs. Oh, there's another lever situation. That's right. I don't think I'm making it to the end. I think I've panicked too much. Because the lever was over there and the door was over here. That's right. That's upsetting for everybody. We got a couple of spools. Yeah, there's the lever. That's right. It's a non-zero amount of profit. I did better on my first time. Oh well, sadness.
Ten, 9, 8.
That's the guy I needed to kill.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's okay. We've got a lot of remix left. I'm sure this is not our last day here. Get another key tomorrow. Yeah, I got 2 epic spools and 2 blue spools. It's something. Better than what I was doing for the first week and a half of remix where I didn't even know this existed. And I'm sure we got some bronze too. Okay, so if I want to do more world bosses, I need to do Galleon and then the Timeless Isle world bosses. What was that you were doing? Trove of the Thunder King. Mission failed. If we succeeded every day, does that mean anything? What if we need to fail so that we know how exciting it is to succeed? I'm full of it today. Where are we going? I was going to Galleon. That's right. Off and away. I want to buy all the weapon arsenals, but I haven't been leveling alts, which is the only bronze I'm allowing myself to spend so far is the bronze that my alts make. This way. Sometimes I forget the veil isn't covered in tentacles. And in Galleon? I think Galleon dies so fast that people don't always list for it anymore. Let's see if it's really up. It is really up. It's true. certain item level to get epic gear and remix? No, but epic gear is kind of a RNG thing, and it's going to have a much better chance. Basically, I only got epic gear out of a heroic Siege of Orgrimmar, heroic raid. I think if you're not in, I don't even know if it can drop sub-heroic raids. It might be able to, but it would be much less likely. 40k, some mastery, and then we're going to Timeless Isle. Although if we can find any rares on the way, it wouldn't hurt. Why is he so big? He's a big boss. He ate his vegetables. He, broccoli and vitamins. Whole grains, you know. Saw 2 epics at all before doing heroics. Then in heroics, got 1 epic per boss. Yeah, all of my epics are from one single Siege of Orgrimmar heroic clear. And I got like doubles in different slots too. I got like 3 or 4 different epic weapons. Monk had great luck doing 70 with all blues, 1 purple. Ho ho. Jade Forest has a ton of these bronze orbs. I'm just kind of checking for rares in my way. Oh, yeah, just like that. These are nice to kill if you can find them for threads. Plus, you know, the achievements don't hurt if you get them by accident. I have almost all of the zone metas. Although I do need to hang out in the Dread Waste a bunch more. Maybe that's what I'll do on Squidgy after I've done kind of my dailies and the amount of raid that I feel like I'm ready to do is maybe I'll just go do a bunch of Dread Waste questing. Because I still need the weapon illusion. I bet it's pretty cool. It's so nice being able to dragon ride while leveling. I'm excited for it in The War Within too. How long would you say normal TOT takes? Oh, 45? It depends on your group. If you have somebody that is stacked in blasting, it's going to go a lot faster than if you're like progressing. I heard they nerfed Dark Animus at least. That's something. Dread Waste is a lot of fun. I did Siege at like item level like 370, but I was ornamental. I'm not going to go back until I'm 400 plus, and there were people that were 476 that were just basically carrying it. Normal Throne of Thunder, decent group last night, just over an hour. Okay, my estimate's way off then. Any Celestial? Should be coming up. They usually do. Wow, there's so many raids up. They're doing all the raids before reset. And you reset every day. Do you think there's anybody that's doing raids in Pandaria once per week because they didn't hear that they're daily and they've just been not doing them every other day because of that? Okay. Why am I trying to solo this? Oh, because there's other people around, that's why. It sounds like the kind of thing that I would have done. And then I would have been like, what do you mean they're a daily lockout? That's way too much raid. And then I would have been like, yeah. It's true. That is way too much raid. It's also the world we're living in. Doing them once a week at the start. Now that they're going faster with people like being really overpowered and crushing through them, it doesn't seem as overwhelming to get through a bunch of them. I really wanted to wait till 70. But
Watch your step.
I got talked out of it by just the
Watch your feet.
I wanted the experience threads. I realized it was going to be so slow to get to 70 if I didn't have any bonus experience threads from the, No, I don't want it. I don't want it. No. from doing normal raid. Someone else take it.
Breath incoming. Watch your feet.
I thought I didn't want to have my pet tank it, but it turns out it's better than me tanking it.
Breath incoming.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Oh, wow. Those Time Runner's health potions do not help you very much at all once you've got your stam up. Oh, it reset. I'm going to try and, like, run out. And maybe, like, list. Wee baby drops the health. Oh, wait. Wait, did that count? Did I tag it? I don't think I tagged it. I didn't get anything. Although it's dead on my shard now, so I guess my group is kind of moot. What happened? A lot easier to find some heavy hitters now for raids. Zoom. I just need any one of the Celestials. It doesn't really matter which one. I have them all done for the achievement. Oh, news that's coming up. I'm not pulling it this time. Oh, it's Flooby. The one and only. Alright, it is like 10:15. I want to get up and take a break, but my cat's like sleeping on my lap. I bet I can give her the chair. Oh, Agi. Nice. We're up to 40k threads on the cloak. It's coming along. It's not enough for me, but it's coming along. I'll be right back. Okay, let's do Ordos. Oh, Mercy, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's no fun at all. I've been there. I think we've all been there. Okay. I'm wondering... I can't decide what I want to do to, like, power up once I'm done with my dailies. This is going to be my last world boss. I think I'm gonna... My two main choices for this morning are to try and just get into as many raid clears as I can, or not worry so much about that and just go work on the Dread Waste achievement, because that'll also help. I'll be getting bronze and threads and whatnot. I think I should do the Dread Waste thing just so that I have it done. It's the last meta that I'm missing. that I for sure want. It would be nice to get the Claw of Eternus title, but I'm not gonna upend my life over it. This is a long run. I should really, I think I have a yak in my bag, in my bank, and I should probably pull it out so that I can use it for this. I've been, I was too good for yak for while I was leveling, and now I've changed my mind. We're at TOT than the smaller raids. Yeah, I think we'll do it. I think it's just a later me thing. I want to feel like I'm contributing next time I'm in there, which means that I need more. I need more juice. I bet you doing just like the normal raids would be not bad for threads and spools if I could get into them. Which I might be able to. It's not that I have no power. It's expensive to upgrade. But, you know, you do it in little pieces. You don't have to like save up 600k all at once. You get to just do a little bit. People under 70 get into normals. Yeah, but I'm not always out DPSing people under 70. We'll do our best. Oh, hang on. What's that? Oh, it's the statue. That's always up. You do get some bronze for doing it, but... Alright, Ordos is yelling. Hey, he's pretty dead. He's fairly deceased. What if one of these kiln masters drops their kiln for me, and then I don't have to, buy it off the vendor? Those are the expensive things that I don't have off the vendor generally, are the toys. Love how the bug somersaults in the air. No, the cloak toy is just cosmetic. You can jump over without using it. I just happen to have it on. Happened to me today. That was nice. That's cool. Congrats. I don't know what the drop rate is. I just know that I haven't really farmed it much because up until this point, I've never been able to get over here. I was always somebody that never got a cloak back in MOP. I was gonna say, that's a super cool mount, but I have that mount. I don't know why I'm so impressed by it. I guess you just don't see Vorkins every day. They're neat. They look nice. Oh, somebody wants Ordos. I wonder if that's my friend. Crater Spool. Oh yeah, that's right. There's trading posts tomorrow. I guess that's a good question if they would put any remix objectives in it. I'm not expecting them to. It would feel, I would be surprised if they did, but I don't know where I'm getting that. Like, I don't know. Like how you have 2 bugs for pets. There were some in May? Oh. Filled my entire bar by playing remix. Oh, they must do it again then. Okay. So I'm done with my dailies, aren't I? It's just a question if I want to do raids or... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do maybe a raid. Oh, that's I thought I was using a Nostrum's voucher. Whoops. You get rep for orders? You must, right? 75 Xiaohao rep. Yeah, we're not finishing that in a hurry. Bug trainer Squidgy. Voucher. I'm not in a guild on Squidgy, and her Hearthstone is so long. I do have all the remix mounts. I do. Right, let's see if we can get into like a terrace normal. Because that's like nearby. Nice. And these are fast. And I apparently can't remember how to get there. I flew here like the other day. There it is. The vendor mounts you can purchase pretty quickly in the grand scheme of things. They're very affordable relative to like gear upgrades and whatnot. You can get bronze pretty fast for them. Okay. But I also didn't have as many mounts to buy because I already had all of the world boss mounts and the raid drop mounts. I didn't need to get any of those. $40K and 3,200 bronze. I want to kind of keep an eye on how much. I bet you there's like Titan panel or something could do like a bronze per hour and threads per hour like estimation, so you could compare your own kind of farms against each other. Who are we on? This one? I know you're supposed to kill one at a time, but I don't know what the order is, so I just kind of hit something.
Dispel boss.
Maybe it's that one.
Phase 2. Target change.
Alright, I'm helping.
Phase 3. Run.
You know what else I need to do is I need to use more scrolls and like a power potion. That blue potion that gives mana also gives you like 3% main stat or something for half an hour. And I've got 120 of them, so there we go. We'll use that. Maybe like a chaos scroll and a mystic power scroll kind of thing. Leishi is the most obnoxious boss in Pandaria. How many vouchers do you have now? How many is this? 15? Not very many. I think that you get them all from world farms.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Noswin's vouchers that teleport you to back to a bazaar. When your Hearthstone cooldown's really long, it can be really nice to just like sneak back to town with those. Especially when you're like way out on the Isle of Thunder or.
Watch your step.
Happy to be able to buy the world boss mounts. Those farms are not fun to me. Don't think I've used my Hearthstone once since I got vouchers. I just don't have, I get a few of them in a day, but I don't know if I get enough of them to break even if I was going to try and use them all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get like about as many threads from doing a raid boss as you do from killing a rare. I guess it's just nice that you can do the raid bosses like back to back to back to back. Osman sells stacks of 5. Yeah, but I don't want to spend bronze. Even if it's only 20. I got my bronze budget's for my gear. Do you think they should introduce bad luck protection for raid mounts and retail? No, not at all. They're not a need. They're a want, and I think that making them guaranteed after X amount of kills kind of takes away. Like, I don't farm raid mounts because it's a humane thing to do. I farm it because you know, like I'm nuts. Like I like the validation of getting something that's hard or rare, I guess. Hard's not the right word. It's easy to get. It's just it's a measure of your persistence, and anything that basically nerfs that makes it less validating to me, I think. Hazelnuts.
Phase change.
What are we doing? I don't know if I fully understand what's going on over there.
Lads. Killads.
I unfavorited all the remix available ones because they no longer find them rare because everyone can get them. Do we just pummel every boss in here until they turn face? Yeah, pretty much. This is like the biggest tank and spank raid. And it's nice because there's like no trash really. You just boss. And it's like right behind the main hub too. This is always my go-to if I just want to do like a raid. Ah, no, this is normal. Oh, I almost pulled aggro. Although I'm only third in the meter, so I don't know how that can be true. I feel like you got to be really popping off to rip.
Eight. Breath
7,
incoming.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you're not supposed to hit those. Alright, it's over. Doesn't matter. Thank you. Plus, you can just run out. You don't even need to port anywhere at the end of it. There's what, 4? Yeah, there's only 4 bosses. You get 3 lesser caches, so 1,500, and then 750 for the last one. So, like, you know, 2,250 plus whatever gear you can scrap. Can't do heroic tours today. I know. I understand. Took you an hour on a level 10. Did I do that on level 10? Or maybe I'm missing a joke. Something's going over my head for sure. Oh, to get that much bronze. Right. That is true. Okay. Now, the one thing about Siege is that it's close by, but it's got a million boss. It takes so long to do. Let's go upgrade another piece of gear if we can afford to. Thought you were pushing for claw today. No, no, not at all. I said I wanted to be 400 before I went back into heroic raids. I'm never joking. Not once. I want to recommend a movie. Oh, yeah? Is it Ella Enchanted? Because I rewatched that one recently and had a wonderful time. I didn't realize how of its era it was. But I think I'm just enamored with Anne Hathaway in all of her various eras. What are we doing? We're going to upgrade. I can afford it. Yeah, I'll do helmet. She's your sister. Makes sense. Uh-huh. It is not, but that would have been quite the coincidence. Did go see Furiosa. It was good. I'll keep that in mind. I may end up. I've been trying to keep an eye on the theaters to see if there's anything in theaters that sounds good, because I've been going more regularly just to kind of get out of the house, and nothing else is really speaking to me, so I might end up seeing it. What am I doing? I was going to Dread Waste, I think. Yeah. Let's do Dread Waste. Maybe we'll do a little Heart of Fear while we're there or something. Because I want to do, for that meta, let me see, Claxi in the campaign maybe? Because the other option would be Claxi in like the tour achievement. Tour achievement only needs me to do like 2 more rares. Which is, or I could do the campaign in the tour and not worry about the, Tag it! Did I tag it? Aw, man! I thought I'm in combat. I thought I was so cool. I was falling out of the sky firing my bow like an action star, and I didn't count. I'm mad. Oh, the cat from Shrek, the movie's amazing. Yeah, I was looking at, oddly enough, I was looking at the like a movie bundle for all of the Shrek films, because I remember the Shrek sequels being like really good for animated movie sequels, and I kind of wanted to watch them all again in order. But I wasn't ready to commit to it. Okay. Questing should be like really fast. Well, assuming that I do anything right, my goodness. Don't mind me using my flamethrower on nothing. For a moment I thought I was supposed to be doing the webs. Questing should be really fast because of how much damage we do now. It should be nice and fun. Hollywood likes rebooting everything every so many decades. I think it's just hard to get people to see a movie if they have never heard of anything connected to it. So reboots and franchises, or things that cast like really popular, well-known actors are kind of a go-to, because if it's a movie, it doesn't, for a lot of people, it doesn't matter if it's a good movie. If no one gives it a chance because nobody just heard of any of the people in it or anything that it's about, you're kind of dead in the water. How many movies is it anyway? 6? Something like that if you count the Puss in Boots ones. Which I think you must. You know what I've learned? After owning a home for 4 years? People have kids so they can stop mowing the lawn. It sucks. You mean they don't have kids so that the kids can mow the lawn for them? Releasing the Twister 2 movie about tornadoes. I do love original Twister. I saw it like a year ago, and I was on a disaster, like I was on a cheesy disaster movie kick. I'd seen Twister, I'd seen Volcano was a really good one, and I had a great time. I would maybe look into the sequel. Dante's Peak, Deep Impact. Something to be said for millennial nostalgia. Lawn mowing robots are quite good, much cheaper than a kid. I'm still at the point where I'm just jealous that there's lawn involved in any way, shape, or form. I'm trying to let go of my attachment to the desire to own property. I'm trying to make my peace with life can be satisfying and worth living. I don't need a garden. I have house plants, and I have, like, you know, pots in the balcony, and that counts. You know, it's okay to let go of some dreams sometimes. Sometimes they weren't your dreams. I want to destroy more eggs. Is the new Twister a sequel or a remake? This is one example where I don't know that it would be meaningfully different. I feel like because I don't know that the plot of Twister had so many twists and turns in it that it being a sequel, like assuming that there's another storm in it, I feel like that kind of ticks the boxes for either one of those options. It's a spin. Planning on playing beta. Probably. I've played some alpha. Before Remix came out, we were doing alpha on stream pretty regularly. Technically a sequel? Mm-hmm. A horror flick of Bambi's coming out. That is a hard pass for me. I have a hard time with original Bambi because it's too much of a horror flick. Oh yeah, you get lots of Klaxi rep for doing this. I bet you I'll have Klaxi rep done before I have the campaign done, so that if I just trip and fall on one more rare, then that would do the meta for me, and then I don't need to worry about finishing the campaign. That sounds true. I love a short animated movie called Godzilla vs. Bambi. Friend and their kid watched it. The kid didn't even flinch. Should they be concerned? Twister or Bambi? Probably Bambi. Twister would be a strange thing to watch with your 4-year-old. I don't think it's necessarily like too much, but just confusing. Bambi, yeah. It's been a while since I've done any questing in this character. Sapfly bits. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. It is more fun than it was at a fresh 70. Boss is only available to characters who've been through the MOP time walk. No. No, the content that I'm doing now and that like the raid that I did earlier is you can do it in retail WoW right now on a daily lockout if you like. The main thing that you would unlock by doing time walking is if you don't have access to Ordos because you didn't do a legendary cloak back in MOP the first time around, then you may want to play MOP Remix. If you wanted access to Ordos and the area, you would want to play MOP Remix enough to get your cloak achievements, your 4,200 threads, and that will let you into the place. How do you get the Yellow Thunder keys? Thought I was finishing the campaign. Don't have one. It's a daily turn-in. It takes 10 charms of good fortune. It's like aiding the Shadow Pan assault. If your alliance, it's in the same tent where Jaina's hanging out. And you get 1 key per day from turning in those 10 charms. It's like a blue exclamation point daily quest kind of thing. Farming the MOP world bosses for so long at this point that I almost don't want to buy them with bronze out of spite. I feel that. Ancient Guardian. Oh, yeah. I don't know which Marvel movie we are on, and I do not particularly care. Yeah, sometimes things end up a little oversaturated. There must still be people that are really excited about them, which is good. It's just not my thing. It hasn't been my thing in a long time. I liked the first few, but I got over my head pretty quickly. And I think that's fine. Not everybody has to be into superheroes. Doesn't mean anything good or bad about you. Oh, yeah, there he is. I wonder if this will do it. Should. Unless this is the one I already had. Which it might be. Maybe I need another one. No, he's not one of the achievement ones. The achievement ones are there. I'll have to do a little drive-by. Still worth killing, though. Over it. The Thanos arc is done. New arc, pretty blah. I just saw someone call Shaw of Anger Sean of Anger in general chat. I can just go there on my own, right? It's going to be way longer if he has to fly me over there. Ah, nice. How's our rep doing? Friendly. So I do need to do a chunk more questing. I'm not going to just like trip and fall and be exalted with the Galaxy. Although I guess we haven't even met them all yet, so it's a bit rich of me to expect to be anywhere. This feels so good. Maybe it's nice to take a break from doing raids with people that are much stronger than me and just do a little bit of questing where I can just cleave things down and blow them up with the gems. I'm probably gonna have to start reading quests at a certain point, but for now I'm having fun. There's a Moana 2? There is, and I'm having a hard time summoning excitement for it because from the sounds of it, Disney realized that they had a big gap in their release slate because, I don't know, like maybe a movie flopped or something. They needed to boost up their numbers, and they had like a Moana TV show spinoff or something, some directed TV thing in production, and they decided to rework it into like a movie sequel to try to like, you know, get some extra juice out of it, and they were able to get I think some of their cast back, but not all of them. I would be very surprised if it's nearly as good as the first one, just based off of the gossip about it, but maybe that's me being cynical, and maybe it'll be great. I do love original Moana. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Guess they're not making enough money right now. Follow up, how do I use the key? Yep, exactly. Lady Panda in the cave. Precisely. Your trinkets and rings are going to stay at 342. They will not get any stronger than that. It's like a bit strange and awkward, but it is what it is. You're not doing anything wrong. I like how all the paragons that you rescue come out vomiting. Hey, better out than in. That's what I always say. got these spools from quests or just from, I don't know. I don't know where I got those spools from. Rares, maybe? Doesn't sound right. Are you awake yet, buddy? You want a coffee? You want a big glass of water? What about an egg? How about an eggs Benny? There we go. He's up. Now this ought to be some good rep. This is what I love to see. Just a big pile of quest turn-ins ready to go. So, starting this friendly, 1500 friendly. And we got up to 2500 honored just from that batch of quests. That's nice. Kind of the scrolls I keep forgetting to put on. Like 17 to 1. I try to remember to at least throw them up in like a raid group or something, but I've been kind of forgetting to put them on as well. I think he's taking his sweet time patrolling over here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, bronze isn't bad for doing this. Not gonna play Cata Classic. Nah, no plans for the moment. Between Remix and War Within, I think I'm gonna be booked. Okay. I'm just gonna swing by. I want to see if these rares are up. The achievement ones. Oh wait, never mind. I don't need them. I got that achievement. That's nice. As soon as I get Claxy Exalted, I'll have this. I'll have the Dreadwaste meta done. What about Mop Classic if it comes out? Maybe, but I don't know. It would depend on what else is going on. I think this pretty much scratches my Mop itch. The classic mode that I liked best was hardcore. I thought that was enormous fun. Anytime they give me a new excuse to do that, I'm game. I don't think Remix will kill people's desire for Mod Classic. I think a few people will be like me and their itch will be scratched, but I think a lot of people really want like the real deal. This is like the candy version. It's like a ring pop compared to a diamond. I want the ring pop. I bought ice cream yesterday. I wanted mint chocolate chip ice cream, but it was $10 for a tub, and there was a sale on a few flavors, including something called mint fudge tracks, and that one was on sale for like $5. And I'm like, it's half the price, and it's mint with like chocolate in it. It might have extra stuff in it, but like, I am that cheap. But I still want ice cream, and it turns out it's pretty good. I had a little bit. Fudge moose tracks, totally worth it. Green tea, 99% of the time green ice cream is mint. I do like a good green tea ice cream. I find they're divisive. Some people really hate it. Oh, I love being able to feign death to get out of combat. It's so nice. when I was a kid, mint chocolate chip was my favorite flavor of ice cream. Because that's like a question children, at least when I was growing up, got asked like fairly often. It came up like on quizzes and icebreakers and first days of school and stuff. Like, you needed to know what your favorite flavor of ice cream was so that you could have it ready. And if you were 9 and you said you didn't like ice cream, be prepared to have no friends. So mint chocolate chip was like my that was my answer, you know. It was my go-to. Plus it was good. Do I want to turn in lesser charms to aid the clock? I'll do it once. It's only 500. Couple threads. You get so much stuff. Okay. There's all kinds of different places I can go here. Wonder what I should focus first to buy in Mop Remix? Well, my first character to 70. Yeah, it depends on if you would prefer, if you feel like you would enjoy gearing up and powering up at level 70, then you want to use your bronze to upgrade your gear. If you would prefer to avoid that and just buy cosmetics, that's totally valid too. I did mounts first and then Mop exclusive or Remix exclusive mogs. Wowhead did a list of those, which was nice of them. Kind of compiling that together. But I've been upgrading my gear. You know what the world needs is chili hot dog flavored ice cream. Mine was cookie dough because I felt the chocolate was too basic. But then I realized that cookie dough is just vanilla with bits of cookie dough in it most of the time. Yeah, it's good though. I'm a sucker for anytime somebody is putting cheesecake into like a blizzard kind of situation, or ice cream, as though it needed more, you know, like richness. Got home for lunch. My cat decided I'm trying to make a run for it as I opened my apartment door. Oh no! Sucker for cheesecake shakes. Moosey walked out the front door when I was coming home with groceries yesterday, and I was like, "Wait, what?" Because like he's never done that before. But I think it was because I was like taking my time getting through the door after I'd unlocked it because we were carrying groceries. And then I got inside and then I went, Muzzy! And then he like came to see me. So he didn't escape or anything, but I was just like, hang on a second. You stay inside. You don't go outside without your leash. Strawberry cheesecake and DQ is my jam. Got Corcoran Juggernaut, second try. Nice. Congratulations. I'm getting lucky and just looting epic threads from random mobs while doing this. It's not bad. What I did to upset the poor raccoon, but I'm sorry. Oh, hi, kitty cat. Welcome back. Oh, they want you to kill a bunch of people for this, but you get good rep. Are they all like in here? Oh yeah. Plus, I run pretty fast, so I'm not too worried about travel time. Can you tame raccoons? I don't know. What do you guys think? I have leveled 2 characters on Remix. I have a third that is kind of halfway through, but I keep getting sidetracked because I like playing this one. This is the second character that I leveled to 70, and it's the one that I'm working on upgrading at level 70. I know people that have leveled like 10 plus characters though. I thought that was going to be me, and maybe it will be later, but I'm just having too much fun with this. It's weird freeing all these Klaxi when I mainly remember them from farming Siege of Orgrimmar. Bonus XP in the cloak come from just getting 270. You're going to get more bonus XP in your cloak from certain things. Doing raids, particularly normal raids, but LFR helps as well, will stack big chunks of bonus experience onto your cloak. It's really good to do raids on a leveling character as early as you can. I imagine there's a cave for Skier. In the underwater cave, okay. Good to know. How underwater are we talking? Already had enough, so just leveled my neglected allied alts via remix. I'm thinking I want to level the mage and remake my Mistweaver monk and then level her. This is not right. This is not right at all. There's an underwater cave. Where is the entrance to it? I guess what I can do is I can wowhead it. That'll help. I just want to see like a pin on the map for the entrance. 26,54. Do I have an add-on for that right now? Of course not. Can I turn on an add-on for that? Yes, I can. Yeah, I keep all my characters in the same server now. There's no reason for me not to. There are reasons not to, but there's no reason for me not to. I'm not worried about trying to like purchase things in other realms or anything. He went the wrong way. Oh dear. 26,54. Like that way. Okay. Oh, yeah. Can I Mogget show what you have in the Ensemble Collections tab? Whoa, Ensemble Collections tab. Yes, it's giving me like a counter on the right-hand side of it, if this is what you mean. You get epic threads from random mobs pretty often. This must be why open world farming is good. There's no chance I turn that into him, do I? Maybe. He's not feeling so good. He needs his eggs, Benny. We're up to, yeah, 42k threads. Oh man, I have water breathing, but I don't know if I have water moving, do I? Oh yeah, actually they give you 125% swim speed. That's kind of nice. It's been a while since I've done a seafloor quest. And there's the vomit. Imagine how crunchy your bones would feel if you were waking up after having been encased in amber. It's bad enough just getting out of bed after 30. Do you think it's a blunder that they didn't include Vashir in Mop Remix? No. This is so much fun. I feel like the next time they come out with a remix, assuming they do this again, which I think they absolutely should, the next time they do this, I have, assuming that they use a fairly similar kind of layout for it, a much better idea of how I want to go about it. I guess maybe they would shake up the layout. Maybe next time they do it, they'll make some changes from the outset. I guarantee you there's going to be another, like, big broken thing, though. Maybe not as bad as the frog farm, but, like... Blues. I want WOD Remix with a garrison. Yeah, I would play any of them. I would play absolutely any of them. I don't think there's a wrong answer for which expansion it would be for me. I guess if it was like classic, that would be not awful, but probably less exciting to me because it just, that one seems slower paced. Although I guess if you had all the threads and stuff, I don't know, it'd be kind of weird. I feel like they've already kind of done something fun like that with Season of Discovery. That would be the last one on my list, would be just OG vanilla. But I would still play it if they somehow did it. What if this is the next farm? It's the off-sea underwater farm. They'll never nerf it because they'll never find us. Yeah, questing is probably better than raids for threads. Actually, that's not necessarily true. I don't know. Not so much for bronze, though. Be least enthused for a Wrath remix. I guess when I'm on the sea floor, my run speed kicks in. It's kind of funny. Got out of a dungeon with a DH tank who had 14 million health. Nice. Funky stuff with BFA remix. I don't think I'm ready to see Horrific Visions again. I would love to see Islands again, though, so... It's weird to me that those were in the same expansion. Felt like a long expansion. Yeah, we're half revered. We're over half revered with the Cloxy now. Islands are slow to farm now because things don't proxy aggro as well. That makes a lot of sense. Islands are pretty fun at the very end of BFA when you could just pull the entire thing. I never had the patience. I was doing it wrong. Whenever I was farming islands, my friends would be like mad at me because I would want to just like stop and clear things. They're like, no, we don't have it all yet. And I'm like, but I want to hit things. Just doing it patently wrong. think they give people a chance to get limited time items like the mana bomb again? Do you think it was a mistake? I don't know. I couldn't say. I would be guessing. Coin flip. I would do Daily Torghast in a Shadowlands remix. Shadowlands remix would be fun if they opened up all the covenants all the time. Gems do feel like corruption. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay, that one turns in back in town now. Hello. Kitty cat down here. Hi. How you doing? Yeah. Is it just the one that turns? Oh no, there's a few that turn in over there. I'm kind of feeling like I should turn in quests early. Well, oh, all right. I'll go do a batch of quests over here. This should be easy. Because I think we're going to be exalted with the Klaxi really soon, and that'll give us our weapon illusion. Maybe I'll pick out, like, maybe I'll see if I can find a bow that would look really cool. No, you can't put weapon illusions on bows, can you? Day ruined. Never mind. Special place in my WoW heart for BFA since I started playing in 2020. I know a few people that started around that time. For all that people complain about that expansion, it got quite a few people into it. I guess the pandemic also got some people into WoW. You know, you're staying home all the time all of a sudden, and all of a sudden it's like, well, what's that thing that I always said I don't have time for? World of Warcraft. BFA is my favorite. Got me back from a 2x pack break. I love BFA. The expansion I saw announced live when I got to go to BlizzCon. Shadowlands was fun for me. Had the time to play since I wasn't in college anymore either. The only expansion I played all the way through. Came back at the end of BFA when it was good. Was the pandemic during BFA? No, I think you're right. I think I was confused because I heard BFA in 2020. When did BFA come out? BFA came out in 2018. When did Shadowlands come out? I just took the dates on... Shadowlands came out November of 2020. So the pandemic overlapped with the very end of BFA. The beginning of the pandemic did. That's right. I remember they did the winds of whatever buff, wisdom or experience or something. They give a big XP buff just to give people something to do right in the spring. BFA trailer was also the best. I liked Islands, and I liked the zones. I liked herbalism. I thought it was so cool that they had different like ecosystems almost for each kind of herb. Like you would find star moss on the side of buildings specifically, and you would find Acunda's bite out in the desert, and you would find like the river one by rivers and stuff. Plus anchorweed was very exciting to me. Anchorweed was pretty valuable, and every time I saw some I would get really excited, stop whatever I was doing, lose any train of thought I was on, being like, oh wait, hang on, anchorweed. Yes, I'm rich. I don't think it's the only time they've done that. And it probably wasn't even the first time they did that with herbs, but I just thought it felt very natural and organic in BFA to me. I leveled a bunch of alts by herbalism. So much anchorweed gold. Yeah, that's right. They did Lily Shadowlands. I remember when they announced that, my first emotion was just I don't know, I think surprise. I don't think I was upset that they delayed it. I was just like, wow, they really did it. It must be really serious. But I didn't really blame them or anything. It was really hard for a lot of people and a lot of companies to get like proper work done around that time because they were transitioning to working from home, and also because it was just hard to like focus on something when it felt like the world was ending. I'm starting to think that there's a cave. Maybe just a little bit. There we go. Claxy done. And that gave me my illusion of Shaw corruption. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, all right. It's okay. The BFA was the first expansion where I started looking at mining herb nodes in terms of gold. All right. Well, I guess I don't need to do any more Dreadwaste questing. I'm kind of having fun. It's 20 after 11. I wonder if I could get into like a Card of Fear easily enough. I was doing pretty good for threads. I'm still only 377. Oh, got into the first one. Nice. It's always gratifying to get into the first one that you sign up for. Clean up the bags a little bit more. I could probably scrap a bunch of extra gems that I don't socket, but I just don't quite have it in me to do that yet. I don't think I need these dinosaur bones. I'm gonna get rid of them. Oops. I'm keeping the bones of Manora for sure. But I don't know about the dino bones. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Squidgy's Pandaria themed hunter pets. Even after she becomes a regular hunter. I think that's gonna be my way to remember that she was always. Maybe I'll keep her in Pandora and Mog too. The Murloc onesie is Cash Shop. I'm just gonna drop, I think, the rest of these quests except for the one that I finished. I can always go back and pick them up again. Well, okay, that's just to kill one guy. Murloc onesie's so pay to win. No, it's the only Murloc onesie in the game. There is a... whatchamacallit? There's a Yeti onesie, like a Wendigo onesie that was a BlizzCon 2019 digital reward, I thought. Have you thought of taming a cloud serpent? Hmm. I like my pets the way they are. Want them to put one on the trading post or something. Yeah. I don't think they'll ever do that specific one, but a recolor of it would be cool. They should put a recolor on the trading post. It's been 5 years. And that should be a full raid group. You know what I want is our promised caterpillar mount. But it didn't win. Plus they put a little caterpillar on the back of the tree mount. If you had to choose between a caterpillar and a duck, are you taking the duck? I think you're taking the duck. It's wild that we've made it to the end of Dragonflight and there's no duck mount. I guess I could get rid of like armor gems. I'm never going to sock in an armor gem on this character. I also don't think I'm socketing leech. I think my leech gems are dead slots. I have plenty of leech. Get a good chunk of bronze for a socket. Oh, and then speed, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna really want to socket up a speed set. How much does Hazel still need from Remix? I took a big break from buying things to sink bronze into upgrading my gear. I'm trying to power up this hunter. I'm at level 377. My gear is kind of between 388 and 402 right now. And 42k threads currently. It's not a million damage yet. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a million damage. Yeah, it's a level 43 Holy Priest. It's just Holy Nova. It's just crazy, tuned crazy high. Huey! Huey, no! My pet! I didn't even have taunt on. I think I went off. I went too early. It's fun being on top of the meters, but it means that there's nobody that's like hyper carrying, which means that it's gonna take longer in general. This raid has only got 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Not too long. I like shorter raids in general. I'd rather do a bunch of short raids than one enormous one. As evidenced by the fact that I'm not doing Siege of Orgrimmar right now. There's an S-Priest, my Heroic Mogashan, doing 2 mil damage. I want to be like her. The true motivation for remix is you see somebody cranking, you're like, oh, that could be me. It's fun playing Hunter with this much. It's just all kill command and barb shot. You barb shot so much that you basically keep up perma, at least in Lust, Bestial Wrath up.
Beware.
Maybe by next week I'll be doing good damage. Or maybe I just need to like stay up all night and do an outdoor farm or something. I don't know. Get my gear caught up. Find out whatever Flabby's doing and copy him for a day. Same with Enhanced with Lust. You can have almost constant wolves. It's fun. It makes it feel a little bit sad to play retail, but I think that's just because I'm still in Dragonflight and I've seen enough of it for now. I like Dragonflight, but I'm done with it. I'm ready to move on. I want to know what's next. Pull it all. I actually don't know if it's realistic or reasonable to pull it all. Miss my hunter, but currently leveling a human mage for their heritage armor. Cool. I wonder if I'm going to end up with a regular Tauren for heritage armor. I don't have regular Tauren heritage armor. I have High Mountain heritage armor. But like, what kind of a regular Tauren would I make? A rogue? That might be kind of fun. Warlock. Hunter. Can always use more hunters. Hear me out. A shaman named Shamu. They can be pally. I think I want something. I want something. I don't know what I want for my pally, but I want it to make me feel something.
Beware.
For remix, I went back and I just got the mop raids pack. It wasn't like specifically labeled for remix, at least at the time that I got it, but I figured I wanted mop raid and dungeon alerts if I was going to be doing them. I'll probably delete it once it's over.
Beware.
I'm gonna watch for the projectile this time, see if I can avoid getting a... I'm also gonna get prisoned near melee, so maybe somebody will break me out. If I'm lucky. They just have to click on me.
Beware.
Or not, it's cool. You know, everybody needs a vacation. Yeah, the drop campaign's over now. It would have ended at 10 a.m. this morning, I think. What's a decent thread count? The one you're at. There's always more to get. And there's a pretty big range depending on how much people have farmed and ground. I have 42,000 threads. I know people that have like 3 times as much or more than me. I've been living by the adage, some good, more better. The reward was the Eye of the Legion pet, I believe. This one. This raid's been pretty fast. I might have time for, well, I was going to say time for another raid, but another raid I'd have to start from the beginning. I guess I could do Mogashan. Certainly don't want to do Siege your Throne with only like half an hour left. Blast another raid, get those threads. Are they good for threads? I guess I'm in them, I should know. It's just because the loot window goes by so fast, I don't really notice that I'm picking up threads, and I keep checking this, and I'm like, well, it's still at 42k. Bronze, mainly? The bronze is definitely good. And I do want that. I do want to get my item level picked up.
Beware.
Are you gonna shelve remix next week when beta starts? If I'm done, maybe. Depends. I've been in alpha. We've done alpha streams before. But if that's what people want to see, then I will take that into consideration.
Beware.
He's had this carapace on for so long. When will you do a 70 to 80 streamathon? Oh, I wonder how long that would take. You set a sub goal. 200 subs. This is normal, yeah. I'm doing a normal hard to fear. I have not taken my cloak off, no. This is normal. You mouse over the skull and it says normal. It's weird. I agree. I thought the skull used to mean heroic too. I don't think there's many bosses I hate more than spoils. Galacross is right up there with it for me. I think those two are tied. I can loot the boss in just a second. We did it though. That was nice fast. Nice fast raid clear. Plus I was in the area anyway, so not too bad. Definitely worth doing. Even if you don't want to try heroic, just getting into normal is not too bad. Thank you. Cause yeah, I've got like 10k. Let's hearth. Well, do I want to hearth? I kind of want to turn in that one quest. Yeah, I'll just hearth for now. I can turn it in later. I'm sure we'll be back out there eventually. Let's see what kind of upgrades we can do with the bronze we got from that. Should be able to bump up another couple pieces. I do boots last. I think I need to do my chest piece. And then legs. Those are pretty big slots. Okay, is everything with the exception of my jewelry, of course, which you can't upgrade. And yeah, boots are the last piece, so I need another 375. I don't think I'm going to get quite that much from scrapping this. Not super far off. Maybe if we just get rid of our speed gems. That'll give us the bronze. Because then I'm saving up 9k to do my next weapon upgrade. Which will be exciting, because that's going to take it up another 500 actually up to 416. I only have like 15 minutes left. I really shouldn't start like an MSV. But like, what if, you know, what if? I might even be able to summon. Because I bet that would be just really good for bronze. Maybe another 9k. Wow, you get a lot of bronze over here too. It's all over the lake. Is everybody else there already? Oh, thank you. Four of 6. Alright, I missed that. My bad. Sorry. I don't want to be saved to 4 of 6. I wanted a fresh clear. I thought I joined a fresh one. Yeah, maybe they killed 4 bosses in the time it took me to fly there. maybe I made a mistake. Love the gem that makes you immune to fall damage. Flew to the top of Everest and jumped off. Satisfying. At least I'll get ported to the graveyard. Also, why is it news to me that there's only 6 bosses in Mogashan Vaults? I thought it was like 8 or 10. It just feels long. Mogashan 10 normal, looking for fresh. So not that one. There we go. Pandaria raids are long. It makes it feel extra satisfying when they start to really pick up and go a lot faster. Oh, you know what I want to do while I wait for this group to fill is I want to look for a cool... Oh. Somebody inside. I want to look for like a cool ferocity pet that's not just a cat. What else do we have? Find pets. Search. Zone. Start with Jade Forest. So Jade Forest has cats and a bird, and that's it. Let's go back and change that to like Crasseray maybe? What do they have? never mind. They're just spam summoning us. Green Tiger from the Valley Battle Cat. If you finish Dread Waste Meta, can you show the reward? Yeah! Yeah, we did that. We got Weapon Illusion, Shaw Corruption. It's this one that you see on the sword. Kind of a black and white ghostly effect. Go try to tame Thok in Siege. Looks like there's some spiders, there's some wasps, there's like hissing wasps in Krasarang, there's Mushan. Those are apparently ferocity. That's kind of cool. Cloud Serpent ferocity. I don't think I want a Cloud Serpent. They're cool. Just not for me. Oh, I got a legendary haste gem. I'm going to take one of my haste gems out because it's probably not legendary. Oh no, it is legendary. Okay. Well, then I guess I'm going to take a different gem out. How much health do we have? 1.3 mil. Our health is up quite a bit. That's good. Which bow is it? Looks cool. This is called the Shrieking Bow. It's just a... I don't think it's like a particularly special one. I just thought it went with my Mog. A little bit. It was green anyway. So they don't have any healers applying, but I guess we're just filling with DPS anyway. We'll find out if you really need healers for a 10-man. It looks like this group is all 70s. This is a normal, 10 normal Mogashan. We did it. We didn't quite crack a mill, but with Cleave we got to 760. Do you know when they usually enable character copy? Totally depends on what they're trying to do with testing. It's not like a set schedule. So I guess I don't know. I have no idea. This should be nice and fast. I wonder if we can finish this in like 15 minutes. And we don't have any healers, so we should have lots of TPS, I suppose. It looks like people are all kind of in this like 370, 380 range as well. There's one 340, and then one that I guess is just freshly leveled, but everybody else has got some amount of gear on.
AOE incoming.
Healers have been replaced by Leech. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't commit to gearing up and leveling a
Special
healer.
coming.
This is really the mode to be a DPS or maybe a tank in. Dying to see how many more achievements I'll have when they're combined. Oh. If you're DPS with 8 mil HP, you can be a tank too. The dream. I guess the key thing is going to be keeping up stamina, because like we're gaining power quite rapidly every day in Remix for every day that you keep up with your so-called dailies. That was a silly time to use Bestial Breath. It's just a question of how long you're willing to keep that up for. Always stand in people's life storms if you can. They give you a haste buff. Not that we needed any more haste, but... yeah, that'll do. And we don't even have anybody that's like crazy overpowered. Nobody's fully geared here. It's not like we have like 1/476 that's just carrying. Yeah, that's what the green flowery things are. Somebody's got the Lifestorm meta gem. Lifestorm's my favorite now. I'm still stuck on Funeral Pyre. I guess I can probably put Ward of Salvation back in my bank. I'm not going to need it anymore on Squidgy. Yeah, you should try it, the priest. It wouldn't take very long to get it online. People seem to have a lot of fun with it. It's just, you take your Holy Nova button and you make real good friends with it. Ward not crazy good. They've reworked it so it doesn't... They've reworked it. It's still good for healers. It's not effective for the whole raid to use anymore, though. Or at least it shouldn't be. Your cloak achievements would be account wide.
Shockwave. Watch your step. Shockwave. Interrupt. Interrupt.
It's just so weird mashing this much barbed shot. Your rotation gets quite different because you're never gonna... Your barbed shot's never like falling off before you get more of them back. So you're just trying to like keep them spent so that you can use your procs when they come up. You end up like focus cap the whole time. Made up to 43k threads. So we need to do Elegon and yeah, just the last two, that's right. That is pretty fast. I wasn't sure. I was like, can I really do a whole raid in like 15, maybe 20 minutes? Yes, yes, you... Well, actually, there's a lot of RP still to come. And Elgon takes a minute. I shouldn't get too ahead of myself, but it seems like, yeah, you kind of can. Especially if you have enough damage in the raid. We don't have like any one super strong person here, but it looks like most of the raid is filled with people that are doing like decently strong damage for this difficulty. How do you see how many threads you have? I am using an add-on called Narcissus, which I have a link to now. Yeah, that one. You can just stream for 8 hours. Oh man. Maybe in the weekend. Not on a Friday, I can't. We got a news video to try and maybe scrape together. I don't think it'll be as long as the last two. We had like a lot of news over the last 2 weeks. Alright, Elegant time. Aw. Thanks for giving out a gift sub. I think eventually it's going to turn out that the longest raids in Pandaria are the ones with the most RP and run time. Unskippable bridge cutscenes, etc. I'm going to use a different wing toy. I like the Zuin wings, but I think I want the Yulon ones instead. Yeah, that's more like it. That's pretty cool. I'm glad they let us have that again. I was always really jealous when I saw people with those.
Phase 2. Stack high.
I'm just gonna stay in.
Phase change. Stack high.
We're only 30 seconds into the fight. And it's dead. That's fun. I was reading that only the person who casts the Celestial Cloak thing can see it? Huh. Really? Not even other people in your party? I feel like I've seen party members with them. But maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, Kitty, it's the last boss. Hello, Miss Nutty. Hello, Pink Ninja Turtle. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Welcome to the beginning of your weekend. If your weekend begins on a Friday. See you later, kitty cat. Seeing that somebody's wearing this robe, and seeing that is making me so excited for In the War Within when we can hide pants for underneath that kind of thing. I was looking at it on Alpha last week to get some footage for the news video, and they look so much nicer without like a pair of leggings underneath them. Best change.
Killads.
Been to a food festival all day, full and then some. Now I just need to sit. I am very much in favor of a good sit. I appreciate that we're all excited to go without pants in the name of Mog. Do you think you're going to see people like kind of poo-bearing around? I guess your character's always going to have underpants on. It's not like anybody's going to be truly nude, but just like shirts, shoulders, weapons, boots, everything, but just like no pants. Thighs open to the skies kind of thing.
Special coming.
Donald Duck in it, yeah. Is that it? That the whole raid? Wow. Thanks, guys. That was fast. Holy smokes, I'm happy with that. Not bad bronze for your time. My Hearthstone's still on cooldown. I guess I gotta voucher out of here. Thighs to the Skies is a new one. I think I've just modified the existing Skies Out, Thighs Out, which is you know, the sequel to the all-time favorite Suns Out, Guns Out. Have you wiped in a boss and remixed? I think so. I think I have. I couldn't tell you which one. I feel like it's happened at least once. Skies Out, Thighs Out is new to me. Oh, I can't take credit. Squidgy's back, ready to rumble. Squidgy needs infinite bronze. She always needs more bronze. There's never enough bronze for the upgrade engine. Is this a flabbyism? Maybe. Flappy's got some pretty good flabbyisms. I want... Man, it's noon already. Stream went so fast again today. So these are all 402. So I can't upgrade anything because I'm saving for... I need 9k to get my weapon done, and that's my next order of business. So never mind. Well, we did good. We did Terrace of Endless Spring and Heart of Fear and Mogashan Vaults and all the world bosses and the 2 dungeons and the 2 scenarios and an LFR wing. And the Dread Waste meta achievement with along some questing. That was nice. I got my threads up to 43.3k threads. Item level up to 379. I want 400. I'm feeling so spoiled. It's like there's like a tiny baby in me just throwing a tantrum that's like, why don't I do 5 million damage? I did like 3 world bosses. What's the deal? It's like I expect to just like play for half an hour and be amazing. No, we'll put more time in tomorrow. Figure something out. I appreciate you spending this time with me today. Thank you very much for your company. I'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday morning remix stream. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.